Good morning, guys. Good morning. Dwayne, what's up, guys? Guys, over in the Discord, I am live on Discord and on YouTube today, but I'm only going to be live on YouTube until about 10 o'clock. Just a quick little live for the day. What's going on, Dwayne? Umberto, what's up, my man? Wayne, what's going on? Good morning, guys. Glad to have you on here. Jackie, what's up? Jackie, remember, when the trading starts, definitely hang on the Discord side of things, because Discord has no lag. YouTube has lag. Jackie, guys, is one of our DTC Pro students. So just want to make sure you guys know that Discord has no lag and YouTube has lag. So you guys want to be looking out for that, okay? So I already got the watch list done, guys. You know, usually in the pre-market session, I get on YouTube around 8 o'clock. And we do the watch list together. Watch list has already been done. That's being worked on and being sent out. Yo, Super Shrimp, what's up? So we're gonna go over the watch list here, and then we'll see what the day looks like. Yesterday, good day. Traded Nvidia puts. Day before was Roblox puts. So last couple days, really nice way to go into the end of the week here. Now, yesterday we had some crazy runners on NRGV made a big move yesterday. QNGY made a big move yesterday. Those are on the watch list. ISPO also made a big move yesterday. This is crazy. This stock was up over 700% at one point. I don't know if it was up over 8. I don't know, honestly. But I know at one point I saw it up over 700%. So give me 1 second here, guys. Let me put out a quick tweet. Let everybody know we're live. And then we're going to jump into the watch list. So today on the watch list, I have ISPO, QNGY, NRGV, NVDA, and SPY. So those are the ones I have on the watch list today so far. All right, so we got that. Time is it? Yeah, we got time here. Dead cap bounces are difficult, man. You just never know. It's the dead cap bounce. You got to really wait to see if you get that confirmation. Take a quick peek there in a second. All right. Good morning, investors. Okay, so DKNG. Yeah, there's no signs of dead cap bounce there just yet. And definitely no signs yet on Roku either. All right, guys, so let me grab the watch list really quickly here. Here's the watch list over at the daytraderchatroom.com. Guys, those of you who are not DTC Pro members, there is a special going on today through Monday for DTC Pro memberships. You can get yourself 6 months of TC2000 scanners. We just got this deal done. So there it is in the YouTube live stream. ISPO, QNGY, NRGV, NVIDIA, and SPY on watch this morning. ISPO, yesterday, one of these huge runners from yesterday. This one I'm watching to see if this $58 to $63 zone can hold support on pullbacks. We're all the way up here, just obviously shy of it in the 67 and 70 zone. But if we pull back down here and hold it, you might want to watch for this thing to give you a quick pop that could take you back in here to 95 or so. All right, so watching that on ISPO, guys. And QNGY, this one had news yesterday, and just watching to see if yesterday's high right here on the daily chart. Want to see if yesterday's high can hold support. If it does hold support on pullbacks here in this 540 zone, you're going to have room here. It could take you to 640, could take you to $7. And I mean, then at that point, you really got room. It opens up to the 50-day moving average up here, well over $8. But, you know, I'll be watching to see if that pull back to the 540s, if it comes and if it holds, of course. Next on watch, NRGV. NRGV, just watching to see. This is another one that was moving in tandem yesterday with ISPO, and it gave back a lot of yesterday's gains here towards the close. And then, you know, out of nowhere, bang. And then this morning, it's just been strong in pre-market. Watching to see if yesterday's high in those 14s hold support on pullbacks, and then just play the volume. You got to watch that volume intraday, of course. Let's see here, RNGV, NVDA. NVIDIA was yesterday's winner for me. We caught this little move here. Come on. Caught that little move there to the downside off of that 9 AMA rejection. And then we had some Russian-Ukraine news that came out, sent everything a little bit lower. But we caught that little move there yesterday. Nice little gain on some puts. Day before was Roblox, way better trade on Roblox. But yesterday I just missed out on this. This level right here was the money shot because it coincided with this resistance zone we had pre-drawn here on the daily chart right there. You can see as the line populates on the daily chart. You see when I put my crosshairs here on the intraday, look at the daily chart. You got a dotted line there. You see that? And then when I put that crosshair here against VWAP in this little bear flag formation, it lines up perfectly with that level. And I missed it just by basically half a minute. Saw it when we were here on this little green candle, and I was just not able to be quick enough to get into that trade. But that would have been a money shot there. Boom. All the way back down here to the 240s. So NVIDIA today, I have it on watch as well. And I'm simply watching to see if we can break under yesterday's low. Yesterday's low was 241 and change. So if we can break under yesterday's low and hold that level as resistance, then you definitely got a shot at going lower. The same as if it breaks this little pivot here at 244, you got a shot at going lower, but it needs to break it and then hold it as resistance, prove to us that that level is in fact now resistance. If not, watch for these levels to hold support, and you might get yourself bounces back into the 250s, 255-ish zone, 254 level, okay? So that's what to watch on NVIDIA, what I'll be watching. And then, last but not least, we got the SPY. SPY's rather weak, of course. So right now, we're holding this 435 zone extremely well. Look at that. Extremely well, we're holding that level. That level, you know, coincides with previous support back here. Okay. So we're holding it. I don't think that level holds. Maybe it holds today, not gonna lie. But I don't think that level holds like long term. So I'm watching for that level to either break and then become resistance, or a retest of 440. And if 440 holds resistance, we can look for puts there to write it back down to this 435. But I'd imagine that 435 level will break and we'll get back down here between 420 to 428. That's a big range, obviously, but the SPY is trading big ranges lately. So that's what I'm watching on the SPY. All right, guys, it's 1 minute or a few seconds to the bell. Good luck. Let's stay disciplined. I will be streaming over on YouTube today until about 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, I'll be hopping off YouTube and solely focusing on my Discord. And then around 11 o'clock, 11:30, we usually get into recaps and lessons live in the Discord. All right, guys? So that's just so for those of you on YouTube, so you're aware how that works. All right, guys, let's have a good day. We got a few seconds to the bell here. Good luck. And let's see which one of these is going to be strong. Oh, the daily watch list was just sent out. All right, guys, there's the bell. Let's see what happens here today. Let's check in on ISPO real quick. ISPO with the gap down. Watching to see if this level here in this $58, $57 land can hold support. QNGY. Watching to see if we can get back down here to 540s and hold support. Guys, over on Discord, you can go ahead and, if you have a question or, I'm sorry, on the YouTube, of course, Discord, you guys already know that. If you have a question or you're looking at anything, throw it up in chat there. So QNGY 540, looking for that to show up as support if we can get down there. NRGY, thanks. NRGV, sorry. NRGV ways away from 14. I mean, if this thing were to drop down to 14, I think it's going to lose a lot of hype, to be honest. NVIDIA with a quick push here towards 250, 249.32 high a day on NVIDIA. All right, so NVIDIA up here holding up so far. The SPY trying to get itself a little bounce. So things are a little bit quiet right now. Double D, Roblox is dropping. Woof, good lord, man. Roblox can't catch a break, huh? All right, on Roblox, good call there. Roblox, I'll be watching that $53.60s to $54 zone. See if it holds resistance. Another little level here. Yeah, 53-ish. That 53 zone. If that level starts to hold resistance, could watch maybe for puts. Tesla selling off some as well. SPY still pushing. What are you guys looking at over there in the in YouTube? Finding anything good? UVXY popping there. FTK. FTK, watch and see if that 200-day moving average level holds support. It's not a bad level there. You can watch that. It's actually a pretty decent level. Watch and see if that level holds support on FTX. Sounds like a TV show station. NVIDIA dropping hard. What is happening? Q's pulling back. SPY light little pullback, nothing huge. Silver shrimp. CELZ. CELZ. Testing that 50-day moving average on the daily. Let's see what's happening out here. Dow opened slightly lower on Friday as Wall Street stays focused on Russia-Ukraine conflict. INTC. Was that your short, Umberto? Did you short INTC? Nice, man. Congrats. Nice catch. Guys, Umberto's our swing trade moderator over at DTC. So NVIDIA pulling back in here. Getting some pull-ins. So Ukraine-Russia crisis entered a tense new day Friday as reports indicated there were new outbreaks of violence and ceasefire violations. American officials continue to push for diplomatic solutions while Russian forces prepare to conduct more drills near Ukraine border. That's a nasty drop that you're seeing there on Nvidia, guys. Just looking right now. ISPO. ISPO, guys, look at that tail. Look at that tail right in front of the level that we talked about. That showed major support in front of that level. We're halted at 74.46 right now. So we're halted at 74.46. Coming out of that halt, you're going to want to see if it gets a pullback into the $71 zone. You want to see that level hold support. It could start to work its way back up to fill the gap. Nvidia going lower here. Just keeps dropping. Okay, so Nvidia getting a little pop here. QNGY halted, seems like, to the downside now. Out of the halt on QNGY, you'll want to see maybe this $5 zone hold support. And then NRGV, we're just trading sideways underneath VWAP right now. And it's never come down here to 14. So it's up here, you know, in no man's land. So you're really going to have to wait and see if it provides some sort of mid-gap support. The SPY, extremely choppy so far this morning. The Qs looking a little weakish. Let's see how that bounce acts. And Nvidia, that was just such a nasty candle on Nvidia. Look at the size of this candle from 248 to 244, 4-point candle. All right, guys, so Nvidia still selling off, no bounce whatsoever yet on it. Still watching it. Next Friday's expiration, 230 puts aren't too bad. They have okay-ish volume. Puts that expire today are having obviously more volume. Today's expiration puts 240 strike is the one I'm looking at, but it's not that I'm gonna buy that now, just watching and waiting. Let's check in on ISPO real quick. Okay, so ISPO opened up. We said watch that $70 zone for support. So far we're holding that level. You want to see it hold that level here if it's going to have a shot at getting back up into that gap, and it's going to have to break the halt price of $74.80, $75 zone basically. Let's see, we were halted at $74.46. So yeah, it's going to have to break that $75 zone. Meanwhile, Nvidia no bounce. No bounce on Nvidia whatsoever. This thing's just dumping. So is Roblox. Straight down. Straight down on these names. No bounces whatsoever yet. It's pretty disheartening to see happen because they're not giving us a bounce that we can actually grab puts on. When I started eyeing the 240 puts, today's expiration, they were at 247. They're at $3.05 right now on Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia in front of yesterday's low, we pierced it and we've gotten right through that level. Amazing. It's just so weak, man. PayPal as well. Oh, it's hanging in there better than Nvidia, that's for sure. Roblox getting a little bounce back action here. Gonna watch Roblox against that VWAP zone, guys. So I'm gonna watch and see if Roblox works its way up here and see how it acts at this area. We got the 38.2 Fibonacci and VWAP lining up there. It's in front of a resistance zone. It's not quite up into that daily zone because we're all the way down here at new lows. But we'll see how it acts there intraday. We need a low volume bounce back into that zone. I'll be watching the $52 strike, today's expiration put options, but gotta watch the volume on the bounce. Getting a lot of bounces here. Got to see whether or not they're going to be strong. So far, the Roblox one looks actually strong. Nvidia also trying to put in a bottom here. Look at that candle on Roblox. That's a pretty strong candle. Nice, Silver Shrimp. Yep, I remember that. Hopefully it gets you an ISPO type move, man. Roblox trying to, that's a strong volume bounce right now. I need to see it get up into VWAP, see how it acts up there, because this is a pretty strong volume bounce so far. All right, I'm gonna start getting a starter position here on Roblox at 115 on those puts I mentioned. And we'll see how it wants to act. My stop will be over VWAP. So this is just a starter. If we break above VWAP, I'll just sell out of it. I'll stop out of it, out of the starter. So far, we're not rejecting just yet. That's why I went in with a starter. You know, whenever I'm going to anticipate a move, I'll start with a starter. So I only have about 10% of what I want. So that way, if I'm wrong on it and I get stopped out, it's a little paper cut. So ideally here, I'd want to see the next candle open up underneath VWAP and volume start to decrease on it dramatically. Or a high volume rejection of it. All right, so I'm going to sell out of it there, guys. I'm selling out starter there. I got stopped out of the starter at 90 cents. So a little paper cut there to start the day. Stronger bounce than expected here. SPY extremely choppy. The Qs, the volume on the bounce back here on the Qs is not very strong, but it is increasing. Tesla rejecting the 9 EMA right now. That one actually looks better. Don't really have any daily level lining up with Tesla there. Nvidia getting up into that 9 EMA. Q's bouncing stronger now, guys. So it looks like maybe some of these tech stocks just shaking everybody out at the open, and now maybe either want to bounce back a little or chop around. Tesla also starting to get a little bit stronger volume here. This is why it was important to enter in with the starter on that play. What? That has nothing to do with trading. Starting to move. Nice, silver shrimp. Let's check out on ISPO real quick. These tech names are starting to bounce a little bit. ISPO not holding up well. QNGY not doing well either. Look at that one, halted to the downside, tearing through those 540s to the downside there. NRGV trying to hold the 9 AMA. See if that one can get a break of VWAP. If you get a break of VWAP like this, watch. If you can get something like that on big volume, pull back into the zone, hold it, give you a confirmation bounce, you might get yourself a little play here that you could see possibly do something like that and get halted in front of the high day. Check that out. You might see something like that happen if the shorts begin to give up. SPY with a bounce back here. The Qs as well, back up over VWAP. NVIDIA having a hard time here in this 9 AMA zone. Really needs to just bounce back up into VWAP, see if that level is going to be resistance or not. Roku with a nice little bounce here. That dead cat bounce you were talking about there, I think it was the king or silver shrimp. I don't remember who it was exactly. But you're getting that little dead cat bounce on Roku now. Roblox, look at that bounce. That's crazy strong bounce on Roblox. Watch and see if the $53 zone holds resistance on it or not. NVIDIA also getting a little bit stronger here. A lot of these tech names are getting a little bit stronger right now. All thanks to this Q bounce. And the small caps aren't doing much right now. NRGV still watch for that move I talked about. See QNGY, nothing underneath support now. COEZ underneath VWAP, whatever that is. Look at that mess. MTEK, nothing. Hook. Hook straight up here, not bad. One to keep on watch, see if it gives you some sort of viable pullback. This VWAP area, you got the 38.2 Fibonacci level lining up here at 220s with VWAP 9 AMA, and look at the daily chart right here. Some tops right there that were previously resistance might end up being some support zone there. So keep eyes for a low volume pullback on Hook to that level. NVIDIA back up over 244 and really testing that VWAP area. Oh, look at the SPY. Let me see here. So 8 minutes ago, Ukraine downplays likelihood of a large-scale invasion. Speaking to lawmakers in Ukraine parliament on Friday, Ukrainian defense minister said the country's army was ready for any scenario that may arise. He added, "We don't undermine the threat of in any case, but the possibility of an escalation is considered to be relatively low regarding a large-scale invasion of Ukraine." So will it be a small-scale invasion? Like, seriously. That play on words there probably caused the market to start bouncing back higher here, and that's why we started to see these names like NVIDIA make these moves along with the Qs and the SPY. Look at that. Look at that. That came out 8 minutes ago, so roughly right around somewhere in here. So that explains that type of action. Yeah, man, of course. Macro news is always going to move the markets. Of course. Imagine if the U.S., and that's something that's unlikely, in my opinion, but imagine if the U.S. got involved with ground forces. That's gonna disrupt, of course, the market, you know. At that point, you gotta start looking at some of the private military places for their stocks. I have one here I was looking at. Let me see if I find it. Give me a second. kind of lost it. I lost it. I wrote it down yesterday and I lost it. I'm gonna have to find it again. All right, so look at Roblox finding resistance at that $53 zone that we drew out. We're getting an increase in volume on the drop there from that level. But now you have VWAP here, you know, you got to watch and see if that level begins to hold support and this little reversal pattern stays intact. If it does and you can get through this level, you might find yourself back up here at $54. All right, so guys, Roblox trying to hold VWAP here. NVIDIA trying to hold the 9 AMA. The Q's pulling back a little bit after a big run up here. The SPY pulling back, is trying to pull back a little bit after a nice big run off of a 436 zone. All right, that's that level from the daily chart, guys. Look. Look at the level. It held beautifully. INTCE, nice one there, the King. Watch, guys, see if this one maybe can get up in here, test this level, and show some sort of resistance. If it does, that could be an opportunity there. You have the 23.6 Fibonacci level lining up. If you get a low volume bounce into that zone, could be a potential short on a weak stock. All right, guys, so today's Friday. So I usually don't stream on YouTube on Fridays, but because it was something I'm playing around with some different times to stream on Fridays, I wanted to, you know, swing by here and do a little stream for you guys on a Friday. But I said that one would end at 10 a.m. and we're fast approaching that time. So before I go, I want to let you know, Sunday there'll be a new video. My schedule on YouTube is Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays. I post up new videos on the channel. Every day, every other day that I'm not doing that, I have a YouTube shorts that are out. And of course, you can always join us at the Day Trader chat room. There's a link there that's pinned at the top of this stream. And if you're interested in the pro, here's a deal that we have for this weekend going on, okay? Thank you guys very much for watching and tuning in. I'm gonna jump over onto Discord, which I'm already on there, but I'm gonna just stay on there for the rest of the day. So any questions, come on by, visit us. You can always sign up for just a free version of the Discord if you like as well, right here. And enjoy your weekend. I'll catch you all on Monday at 8 a.m. for the pre-market live stream.